How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about CEI Camber Energy. You guys know why I got this big smile on my face. We ended up crushing it inside of the market today with just under 1 billion in volume, just under it. We didn't get to 1 billion, but just under it. It was around 900 and something. But anyways, I won't waste any more time and let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you are a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to go over is the technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support. We want to know resistance, and what are some levels that we can look forward to going into tomorrow. And I'm going to give you both scenarios here, whether it's on a bullish case scenario or even in a bearish case scenario. I want to make sure you're fully prepared. And then we're going to go on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information. We want to know, are shorts still heavily vested in this play? We already know they came out with some reports. We had Camber come out and say, nah, it ain't going down like that. We're going to defend ourselves. And of course, that's had an impact on the stock, right? And then we're going to take a look at the order flow distribution. We want to see, are institutions loading up on shares? What is demand looking like on the retail side? And then when all of that is done, we'll be going into the final thoughts and as well as some more key details. So let's get to it. So we're going to do a technical analysis for Camber Energy. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $1.78, being up 95.93%. On the low, it tested $1.20, and then on the high, testing $1.88. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 943.194 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days being at 567.811 million shares. So when we get this above average volume in CEI, we can look forward to seeing moves like we saw today. Now, when we take a look at our chart, which is a 1-year daily chart, we can see from the RSI down below, it is at 49.94. So it's right in the middle there. Now, when we take a look at our chart here, as far as our moving averages are concerned, the only one that we are below is the 21-day EMA, and I know for a fact this will be an area of resistance for Camber, and part of the reasons being is it's right at $2. This is a psychological area, and it's one thing that you have to keep in mind. As far as for the high on the day, we ended up reaching $1.88. So going into tomorrow, we're going to want to be able to pass this area. If we can pass $1.88, that's why I was saying we can look forward to seeing this move going to $2. And if we can get past $2, then the next level I'm going to be looking out for, yes, you see it right there, next resistance at $2.25. If we do decide to pull back, you can see on the day we tested at $1.20. So I would like to see some strength right here at the $1.50 level on a pullback going into tomorrow. So if it goes into the open and you're seeing a lot of momentum and then it has that dip and it goes to 150, preferably what we want to see is strength. If we see strength, then of course we can look forward to seeing that test going to $1.80 and then making that move to $2. So let's see how it performs going into tomorrow. So we're going to take a look at the short interest information for CEI. So we can see from the dark pool short volume ratio being at 36.50, and then for the dark pool short volume being just over 91 million, and then for the short interest percentage of the float being at 23.51. Scrolling down further, the short shares availability is at 0, updated 24 minutes ago. And then for the short borrow fee rate, they're saying that it is not available. Now, when we take a look at the breakdown of the short volume ratio for the close of the 5th, it was at 50.54. And then for the close of the 6th, which was yesterday, being at 36.50. So this is definitely something that is great to see. Remember, the shorts came out with their report, and then afterwards Camber came back out refuting some of these claims, and that's part of the reasons why they had to cover up some of their positions, and we can clearly see that. So let's see what Camber does going into tomorrow. But one thing we do know for a fact, it does continue to have short squeeze potential. So now let's jump into the order flow distribution. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for CEI. So we can see here on the inflow it was 315, and then on the outflow it was 257, and keep in mind this is in the millions. When we take a look at the breakdown, we had 106 on the large, on the medium we had 161, and then on the small we had 48.22. Taking a look at the outflow side, you can see on the large we had 93.04, and then on the medium we had 129, and then on the small we had 35.12. When we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days for October the 7th, which is today, you see 13.17 million. So institutions have been loading up on shares of Camber Energy, and we could also see on the retail side for the small orders being at 48.22 versus 35.12. So again, I know there's a lot of traders who are inside of this play who are taking profits, and we're also seeing this on the institutional side because the outflows was around 93.04 million. So that's why I want to make sure that you guys are prepared and you know what to expect. But one thing that is very clear, there's a lot of demand for Camber Energy shares, and as long as this continues, we can continue to see the price action, especially making that move to $2. I know many of you want to see that just as much as I do, but hey, we'll talk about it further inside of the final thoughts. Let's get to it right now. So for my final thoughts for Camber Energy, like I was saying in the beginning of the video, almost 1 billion in volume. It was around 950 million to be exact. And of course that could change. You see what's happening inside of the after hours. When we went on Fintel taking a look at the short interest information, we could see, yes, shorts look like they have been covering their positions. We know they put out a short report and then Camber came back and responded to it. So of course it would be in their best interest to cover their positions right away. As far as how this play is looking, it could get to $2. I'm going to tell you guys that straight up right now. I am not guaranteeing that, but it's definitely on that trend. If it does decide to pull back going into the open for tomorrow, yes, you might get a little bit of profit taking here and there, but I would love to see support hold up around $1.50. In the video that I did yesterday doing the technicals, I was saying, hey, if it kept up that momentum that we saw inside of the after hours, I would love for it to hold down around $1.10, and today it held up $1.20. And the reason why I'm bringing this to your attention, this is why it is very important to make sure you have a strategy, you have a game plan, and also if you had that opportunity to take advantage of that dip and you've done your homework and the entry is there as far as the setup as well as confirmation, then of course you know at least you are maximizing your profits. You're not just jumping in there and expecting or waiting on hope to come through for you. I know there were many people also inside of the Discord that took profits on Camber today. I also took some profits because I told you guys in the previous video that I decided to buy some stock, throw a little bit of money at it. I took profits a little bit too early because I'm in a lot of plays on a daily basis for the Discord, and I want to really start trimming down my positions. I don't want to be in a ton of different plays and letting everyone know about it, and everybody's getting like, whoa, what's going on? Oh, you're in this play and stuff like that. So that's why I was like, you know what? Let me just take my profits from Camber right now, but I will continue to keep it on my watch list going into tomorrow. It was on the watch list for today that we release every single morning as well. So I hope Camber is able to continue this momentum. What it looks like from the numbers, it should be able to, but keep an eye on that volume because like I was saying, buying pressure will definitely get this stock to around $2. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll be talking real soon.